So welcome to the first ever 7th grade virtual game show, How Well Do You Know Your Teachers? I'm here with my fantastic co-host, Mr. Ashlaw. I walk in his footsteps every day between the middle school and high school because he walked on the wax when it wasn't dry, and his footsteps are literally there. So I look down and say, boy, I'm walking right in Mr. Ashlaw's footsteps.
I can't believe you just ratted me out.
This is going on the internet too, so everybody's going to know, the whole world. So you're going to hear a statement made by one of your teachers. Your goal is to match the statement to the teacher who said it. You're going to use the teacher cards you made to answer the questions. Do not show your answer until we count down. So I'm going to read the statement probably once or twice, then I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, show your answer, and show your answer once you have come up with it. If you take too long to show your answer, you're not going to get the point because I don't want people to kind of wait to see what everybody else does. Rayleigh, you really don't need to wait as long as you make sure you're just sending your answer to Mr. Ashlaw. Number 1, which one of your teachers said, I love the Beatles? So I love the Beatles. I should mention that each question is worth 1 point in round 1. All right, everybody's had a chance to think about it. So 3, 2, 1, show your answer. So we have Latimer, Burnsworth, Latimer, Kennedy, Latimer. The correct answer is Miss Latimer. So Aurora, Kaylee, CJ, and Rayleigh, what did you put, Mr. Ashlaw?
Rayleigh put Miss Latimer. She got it correct.
Rayleigh is correct also. So Miss Latimer, tell us about your love of the Beatles. Or show us your love of the Beatles.
Yes, well, some of you remember I had like the Beatles playing usually between some lessons or during academic lab or things like that. So I kind of always had the music playing, and it's always just an upbeat, very good, just music to kind of get us going through the day.
All right, the Beatles. Number 2, this is another one of your teachers said this. It said, I was born in Wimbledon, England. So which one of your teachers was born in Wimbledon, England? So I'll give you a chance to think for a minute. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, show your answer. So we have Ms. Kennedy, Mr. Burnsworth, Kennedy. So the correct answer is Mr. Burnsworth. Jacob, you got it right. Rayleigh, Mr. Ashlaw, what do Rayleigh have?
Rayleigh had Miss Kennedy as well.
All right, so Jacob, we are now tied with 4 of you with 1 point. Aurora, Jacob, Kaylee, Rayleigh, and CJ. Jaden, don't worry, there's time to catch up. Number 3, I went to 2 Jonas Brothers concerts last summer. Which one of your teachers went to 2 Jonas Brothers concerts last summer? Here we go, 3, 2, 1, show your answer. So we have Kennedy, Dobisch. Most of you got it right. Miss Dobisch was the correct answer. So Jacob, Kaylee, Jaden,
Rayleigh,
and CJ all got it right. So now we have Rayleigh, CJ, Jacob, Kaylee with 2 points. Jaden and Aurora, you guys have 1. 2 Jonas Brothers concerts. Let's hear about these concerts, Miss Dobisch. I don't know if I definitely could not name a Jonas Brothers song.
Oh, that's sad, Mr. Hoover. They were amazing. And the one is when I got engaged too.
Oh.
So they were very good concerts.
Is that going to be a song in your wedding?
Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to play a million Jonas Brothers songs.
Very exciting. Would I know a Jonas Brothers song if I heard it, but maybe not know they sang it?
Probably, because they're on the radio.
Are they on Kids Bop? That's what I listen to with my 7-year-old all the time. So if they're on Kids Bop, I would know it, but I don't know if they are. The Jonas Brothers. All right. Number 4, I own a photography business. Which one of your teachers owns a photography business? I had a chance to think, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, show your answer. Burnsworth, Kennedy, Burnsworth. Burnsworth is the correct answer. Rayleigh, what'd you have?
Rayleigh had it, but She switched it at the last moment, apparently.
Oh, go with your first instinct. They
Oh,
always tell you that when you're taking a test, or in this case doing a game show, go with your first instinct. Multiple choice, they always say that. Whatever your first instinct is, stick with it. Don't doubt yourself. I don't know how true that is, but a lot of different people have told me that. Our last one for round one, question number 5. I have a dog that is 16 years old. So this teacher has a dog that is 16 years old. So that's 16 people years. So dog years, that's what, like 92? No, 112. No, it can't be 112. Oh, maybe it can be. All right. Here we go. Here's your answer. 3, 2, 1. Show your answer. So we have Burnsworth, Kennedy. All right, Miss Kennedy is the correct answer. She has a dog that's 16 years old. Based on in my head math, that's 112, because I think for every 1 year of people years, a dog's 7 years old, right? So after round one, we have Kaylee and CJ tied in first with 4. We have Jacob and Jaden with 3, and Aurora and Rayleigh with 2. So before we start round 2, and I have Mr. Ashlaw explain round 2 here, let's hear what you're doing. So Aurora, we're going to start with you. What have you been doing to keep busy?
I've been going for walks and annoying my dogs.
Knowing your dogs. I see that you are the 2020-2021 Middle School Student Council President. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So going outside, I'm glad to hear you're going outside. Jacob, what have you been doing to keep busy?
I've been annoying people.
Annoying people? Have you at least been annoying
hiking.
people outside?
Yeah, I went
Right.
hiking and I play outside. I threw a ball. I threw like 3 balls over the fence in the last 2 hours.
All right. Kaylee, what have you been up to? Oh,
I've been going on my go-kart and swimming.
all right. Outside stuff. Good. Good to be outside during this. Jaden, what have you been up to?
I've been riding my bike around like the block a lot with my family, and we've been like walking around and stuff.
Rayleigh, what have you been up to?
I have been doing bonfires and annoying my brothers.
CJ, I don't know if we can hear you when what you say. You might have to type in what you've been doing. What have you been up to? All right, Mr. Ashlaw is going to be here in charge of round 2 for us, so I'm going to mute myself because I have the tendency to talk all the time. Mr. Ashlaw is going to be the one speaking.
all right. All right, good to see you all again, by the way. Wanted to say that before we get started. Miss you guys. Excited to do this. So here are the rules for round 2. I'm going to explain them. If you have any questions, don't have any questions. I'll explain it perfectly so you won't have any and it won't be an issue. You're going to hear 3 statements made by one of your teachers. So I'm going to give you the name of one teacher right off the bat, and I'm going to give you 3 different statements from that teacher. 2 of those statements are true. 1 of them is a lie. Okay? So you're going to need to show the letters A, B, or C that you believe is the lie. So what I'll do is I'll say, so-and-so said, and I'll go A, blah, 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 B, blah, 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 C, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to tell me which one you think is a lie by holding up your card, A, B, or C, all right? Don't show your answers until I do the countdown, so I'll read the name of the teacher, I'll read the 3 statements, probably twice, and I'll give you a 3, 2, 1, and then you hold up your A, B, or C, or Rayleigh, you tight, all right? If you take too long to show your answer, you will not get a point, but you should be fine. All right. Any questions? Awesome. See, I told you. All right. First teacher up is Mr. Burnsworth. Mr. Burnsworth said, A, I'm afraid of flying. B, I have a dog named Stella. And C, I have a pilot's license. Rayleigh, you didn't even let me finish before you sent the answer. All All right, one more time. Remember, you're picking the lie. So you hold up the letter for the one that you think is the lie. For Mr. Burnsworth, is it A, I'm afraid of flying, B, I have a dog named Stella, or C, I have a pilot's license? Awesome. All right. And 3, 2, 1, show your answer. Each correct answer this round is worth 2 points, correct? So every time you get one right, you get 2 points. So it's easy to make up. Actually, they're all pretty close anyway, so it'll be fine. So this will be good. All right. So the correct answer, Mr. Burnsworth lie, was C, I have a pilot's license. So Mr. Burnsworth does not have a pilot's license, unfortunately, Rayleigh. Did not get that one. But good job to everybody else and maybe possibly CJ. Who knows? We will find out. All right. Next up, Miss Latimer. All right. So 2 of these are true, 1 is a lie. You're going to tell me which one. Are we ready? This is a mouthful. I can do this. All right. Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band is my favorite Beatles album. That is A. B, my birthday is February 14th. C, I love music videos about figurative language. All right. So, again, your choices are, Miss Latimer said, A, Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band is my favorite Beatles album. B, my birthday is February 14th. And C, I love music videos about figurative language. You're picking the lie, Rayleigh. Thank you. There we go. Okay, are we all ready? Got our answers? 3, 2, 1, go. The lie is B. My birthday is on February 14th. So we know that's not true, Miss Latimer, but what is true is that you love music videos about figurative language.
How would we know that?
Like to explain what that means, to me at least?
Sure. When we do our figurative language unit, I always start it off with a really cool figurative language video.
Nice job, everybody. Mr. Hoover, Rayleigh also got B as the lie for that one, so nice job, Rayleigh. Next up is Miss Dobisch. Do we still have a connection with Miss Dobisch here? I don't see her screen, but I don't know if we can hear her. Not looking great. All right. Well, Miss Dobisch said these 3 things. One of them is a lie. Pick which one. Here we go. A, I'm allergic to bees. B, I can't whistle. C, I went to China when I was in middle school. Okay, so which one of those is the lie? A, I'm allergic to bees. B, I can't whistle. Or C, I went to China when I was in middle school. Rayleigh, stop typing the truth in. I just need the lie. So I'm assuming, but there it is. Thank you. Okay, you're showing your lie in 3, 2, 1, go. What do we got? So we got a roar. C for Jacob. The answer is the lie for Miss Dobisch was I'm allergic to bees. So if you guess A, you are correct. Miss Dobisch, I would love to hear about China, but also not being able to whistle.
I can't whistle, so that's not very impressive. But my China trip definitely is impressive. Yeah, I went when I was about these guys' age, actually. I went on a trip to China for maybe like 3 weeks I was there. It was very fun.
That is awesome. Last one. Okay, Miss Kennedy. So these ones are for Miss Kennedy. We ready to go? Here we go. One of these is a lie. A, I have a pet lizard. B, I'm getting married this summer. C, I have one brother. So which one of those is a lie from Miss Kennedy? A, I have a pet lizard. B, I'm getting married this summer. And C, I have one brother. And 3, 2, 1, show your answers. Rayleigh said C. All right. You put your answers down. The correct answer is A. I have a pet lizard. So if you guessed A, Miss Kennedy doesn't have a big old lizard hanging around her place, unfortunately. I've always thought about getting a pet lizard, but I could never. And then I see him, and then I'm like, nah, I don't think I can do it.
We're now with 4 points, Rayleigh and CJ. 5 points, Jacob. Kaylee with 8, Aurora with 10, and then Jaden with 11. Now, one thing I forgot to mention before any of this is all of you, just for doing this, the student council has some fabulous prizes they're going to give out. So we'll get those to you at some point. So even if you don't win, you'll still get that. Plus, hopefully you're having a little bit of fun here, and it's better than sitting around and doing nothing stuck inside. So round 3 is teacher catchphrases. There's 3 questions or 3 catchphrases, and it's going to be your job to tell us which catchphrase belongs to which teacher. So you're going to hear a catchphrase that one of your teachers says all the time. Your goal is to match the statement to the teacher who said it or the teacher who says it. You're going to use your teacher cards. Rayleigh, you can message Mr. Ashlaw. So these are worth 5 points each. So at this point, it's anybody's game because 5 points is a lot of points. So here's our first catchphrase. Hello, my people. Which one of your teachers says to you, hello, my people? 3, 2, 1, show your answer. So we have, all right, so the correct answer for that, hello, my people, was Miss Dobisch. She actually had a different catchphrase too, but it would have given it away, and I think that was something about it's time to do math. So I'm glad she gave me the other one, because if I used that catchphrase, probably everybody would have figured that out. Mr. Ashlaw, what did Rayleigh have for that one?
Rayleigh had Miss Dobisch.
All right. Ms. Dobisch, I don't know if your internet's good enough to share, but hello, my people. You've always said that, or that's something new?
I'm here, I think. I don't know. I feel I've been saying it when I've been making my video lessons for the online world. I feel like I've been starting my video lessons with that. So I thought it was a good one to use.
The second catchphrase of round 3. I may have been born on a Tuesday, but it wasn't yesterday. Which one of your teachers says, I may have been born on a Tuesday, but it wasn't yesterday? 3, 2, 1, show your answer. Burnsworth? Mr. Burnsworth is the correct answer. So going into our last question, a quick points update here. I have Jaden with 21 points, Aurora with 20, Kaylee with 18, Rayleigh with 14, and Jacob with 10. Aurora, Kaylee, and Jaden all have a chance to win still. So here's our last one. Again, this is a teacher catchphrase. Which one of your teachers says OMG? 3, 2, 1, show your answer. Kennedy. All right, the correct answer is Miss Kennedy. She says OMG. She must say it a lot because all of you know it pretty quick. Mr. Ashlaw, did Rayleigh get that one?
She gets Miss Latimer.
Oh, scores here. We have Rayleigh with 14 points, Jacob with 15, Kaylee with 23, Aurora with 25. Winner of How Well I Know My Teachers for 7th grade is Jaden. Congratulations, Jaden. You can do a little dance, give us a wave, whatever you'd like to do. There you go. I hope you all had fun doing this. It was really good to see you all. I miss you guys.